Can I'm adjusting my mic. Can you hear me? Can Can you hear me? Right, I think that's you guys now. I think you all can hear me now. So hi, 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 hi. Hello Ben. Hello beautiful beginning. Thank you so much for confirming that. I don't know what's wrong with this mic. It just want to let me down in a way. Please like and share as a comment. So I've just come with the final update that Harrison Guamishu has dropped. So he's dropped 2 videos of updates. So the first video, which I shared about an hour or 2 hours ago, was the first suspect that was allegedly um that was arrested for allegedly being the person who spied Andrew. And so far, the narrative that the IRT, the Mad Dog team, so the teams who went to collect Andrew from Habria to Abuja, they are claiming that it was the vigilantes that spied Andrew. So I shared the videos with you guys earlier on, and I've got the video from the second suspect that was arrested as well. So we're going to be doing that together. So I've got it on my iPad here. So I'm going to be playing to you guys so you guys can listen to it. So let's get started. Please like us, comment.
Benue State, all right? We're here in connection of...
I'm going to be dropping in and out to talk in there because I don't want to situation whereby there's any copyright or anything like that. So bear with me. So this is the second suspect. I don't have a name for the second suspect, but that's Harrison with the second alleged suspect that the police said spied Andrew.
Celine Afiba's case, and Andrew's whole story of what transpired. That's why we are here. So this young man.
So that's Harrison introducing the second suspect to us.
Happens to be from this community. What is the name of the community?
I'm from Mohini.
You need to speak louder so they can hear you.
I'm from Mohini, the local government.
Okay, so what happened? Why are you arrested? Why are you in the police cell? What happened? Just tell everybody what happened.
Okay. Why I'm in the police custody now? On the 26th of May this year, 2020.
Please like as you come in. Hi, Harab.
So it was on Sunday, around 1:35 or 34. after church, I'm a business of.
I will be addressing your comments once we finish watching this video. Please like us a comment.
I used to grind engine, so I went to Okudu.
Guys, keep engine so that they will hear you.
Okay. I go Okudu to go and buy diesel. So as I was buying the diesel, after I bought the diesel.
This is the second suspect trying to narrate what led to why he was in police custody in regards to Andrew's death.
I came back to Idekpa. As I did not eat from house before, I put hand to my pocket so I see some change. I branch somewhere to eat at Idekpa. So when I come down from my machine immediately, I saw one man.
Hi Henrietta, welcome back again.
To the place where I want to eat. So those people that are there. So I am hearing Eda was telling them that they should block road. That a strange motor passed to town here.
So according to this guy, he said while he was on his machine back home that he was given a message to say that a strange motor has passed across a town across where he was coming from.
That they had an information that the person is carrying human part and with gun inside the car. So
the information passed across to this guy, who is one of the vigilantes, was that the alleged person who was running away was alleged to have been carrying human parts.
So he did not tell me direct. He was telling the deaf people to those on the road to block.
Hi Ghana lady.
So after he see me now, he now say I should please contact him if the motor passed.
Arab also the police. Yeah, the police are the way it's looking. The police know they are heavily involved in this. So yes, it's high time they get called out. And obviously Ben is doing that and everybody's listening now.
That they traced the motor and the motor escaped them. So I try the unit commander's line. It did not go. So
apparently this guy is one of the vigilantes, and upon hearing that information, the next thing he did was to call the unit police in that area. Obviously that's what they've been told to do. If you hear anything, let the police know, which was what he did.
I did not call anybody again. The only thing I do, I call I'm the admin of the local government community volunteer guard. I call my boss, who is the commander of the volunteer guard. So I tell him immediately that.
Obviously, this guy is a volunteer in the vigilante guard. So they've got a boss who they will have to report to or take advice from. So he said after he called the police department in that area, he also called his boss, who is the head of the vigilante group he's a part of.
Oga, see this information.
Like and share as a comment, please.
And as I'm talking to you now, I was going to the police station. Then I say, okay, make I reach there so that I will inform the police. So immediately I rush to the police station to inform them about what the information I hear. Not call, nobody call me, but I just heard they were telling.
So this guy apparently was standing at the wrong place at the wrong time. So someone was giving information to somebody else. He just peradventure heard the information, hence why he called his boss, the head of the vigilante, and he was advised to call the police.
So immediately I rush to the station, then and tell them, I give them the information that this is what I heard from up here and this is what is going on now. So
like and share this video, please.
I report. I call somebody to confirm. So as I call, immediately the person picked the phone. I am hearing a sound that motor don't turn, that motor don't turn, that motor don't turn, go there. So I did not even say anything again. Then I say they don't get this information for them. So okay, so immediately after I did not go there to the scene at that moment. I did not even move inch from the.
This guy is claiming that the scene where they've seen the guy, where they saw the car turn, that he was not even at that scene. He said he did not leave where he was standing when he was hearing that the car has turned. He said was not even at the scene where the car was.
police station. Immediately I give them the information of what is happening, as is my local government. That is why I just intervene immediately to report to the police. Then after they finish document their this thing, then we now move together. I carry one police who is
so this guy says that when they were having the information of the car running an alleged car with body parts, that this guy say, as what he's saying now is that he was still at the police station giving them information that he heard somebody else passing to somebody else.
So I carry him with my bike, and
he mentioned the name of the officer he carried with his bike from the police station. So I don't know if you guys heard it there.
Others we follow ourselves to the scene of to the scene. Then as we reached there, we saw a man lying in a car. He was shot in his chest, and the motor that he was lying inside was broken.
So this guy said apparently when he left the police station, he carried a particular police officer on his motorbike, and they went to the scene. It was at the scene that he saw a guy in the car with a bullet wound in his chest, and that there were damages to the car.
So that
was the color of the car?
The car is black in color.
You know the name of the car?
No, I did not know the name.
But it's a black car.
It's a black car.
Okay.
That is all I know about
so
this.
What's like the body of the car? What do you see at the body of the car?
The body of the car?
Yes.
I did not see anything at the body of the car.
Like the body now, anything, any scratch, anything.
Okay.
Or any gun, this thing, or gun hood.
It's only the mirror. You know, when we reach there, I just stand immediately. I just stand.
So this guy apparently he does not even know the make of the car, but he just confirmed to Harrison that it was a black color, and that was Harrison asking him that was there any damage on the car. At first, he did not understand the question. Harrison rephrased again, any damage, any scratch, and he said it's just the mirror, obviously the windscreen and the back screen.
I was watching how the police were.
How many police people were with you there? The police you brought from what was it? When the
station.
From the station. How many of them did you carry?
No, I carry one with my machine.
So the guy came with one police officer on his own Okada, like keke, bike, motorcycle. He came with one police officer when he went to report to them from the station to the location where the car was.
And the other one, only one.
No, not only one. No. Okay. Then they think you carry another person.
Okay.
All the police are like four.
About four police officers at the venue.
Okay. The other one who checked it, we are just still as we went to the scene. So that
was at the back seat.
Sir?
It was at the back seat. Was lying on the back seat.
No, the front seat.
The front seat, like the driver's side.
Yes.
It was there.
Yes, sir.
Was he alive or?
No, he was not alive.
So this guy is saying that Andrew was not lying in the back seat when he got there. Andrew was allegedly sitting in the driver's side. He was not alive, according to questions that Harrison has asked this second suspect.
That is why I say he was shot in his chest. Okay.
If you remember from the beginning of this video, this guy said, he mentioned when this video just started that was why he said he was shot in the chest.
As we seen.
So what happened then after then?
Then we now move back to the station.
Did you see anybody?
As we go there, we couldn't find see anybody.
So as at the time, this guy said as at the time they arrived at where Andrew's car apparently was found, there was nobody there. It was just obviously Andrew's body in the driver's side.
Yeah, then we couldn't see anybody there again. So, and the police, they hold me that since I'm the one who brought the information to them, they want to investigate me. That. So
obviously, the police had to hold him because it was the one who heard the side talk about a car running away, allegedly containing body parts. So they held him to say they were going to obviously interview him as to what he knows. Yeah, somebody they want to try and pin all of this on.
Not know that thing again that I did normal to report, and that is how we used to be before. We give them information, and anytime they request us, they also give us information that we should come with our own this thing, convoy.
Okay.
Or that we should come with our own car, so that any.
Portia, I believe Andrew is away because his friend Ben is already said, because obviously when he saw the body, and I don't know, maybe because at some point Ben said when he called one of the officers, they told him that, oh, call Andrew's family, they need to come to Abuja. So I believe in cases like that, if someone's passed away, that's when police will tell you. So I think Ben has already confirmed himself, so I'm of the opinion that Andrew is no more.
That we can move together with our own car. We select our boys, they select their men also. That is how we used to move together.
So you were not part of people that killed the man?
No, I did not.
You only gave information to the police?
Yes.
And then carry police people go to the scene?
Yes,
and you don't know the people that killed the man?
No, sir. I don't know anything about this.
Okay.
That is how it is.
So from the narration of this guy now, the only thing he did was that he was at a place on his way home as he branched to buy food to eat. Please like and share this video, please. As he branched to get something to eat, he could hear somebody passing an information that, oh, there's a car somebody has just reported that was apparently carrying a body part. So upon him hearing that, he quickly decided to go call their boss, because he's a part of the vigilante group in that area. He called their boss to say, oh, this is the information I've heard, oh. It is that his boss, who's heading their vigilante group, who advised him to go let the police know. So he went with his own Okada, with his own bike, to go get the police officers. And when he got there, he gave them the information, and he came back to where, obviously, where the car was now, where it's meant to be. He came back with a police officer there, and he did mention that by the time they arrived there, in total there were about 4 police officers that came from that police station to the scene. So apparently when they got to that scene, Andrews has been shot already. He said there was a bullet wound in his chest, and he was sitting in the front seat of the car. And you all heard there when Harrison asked him that, was Andrew in the back of the seat? Where was he in the car? He said that was why he said in the beginning that he was shot in the chest. So apparently he was dead. And he said he did not go near the car. He was just there. It was a police officer that were examining everything. At the end of the day, he said the police officer said they will have to take him, because apparently if things happen like that, if they report the case, it's whoever who brought the report, they will take over to question them to find out. So that was the part of what this guy did here. And you all hear him there when Harrison asked him that, was there anything else? Did you do anything else? Did you see anybody? Did you see the people who shot? He said no, that he did not know. He did not see the people who shot Andrew. So that's the part 3 updates in regards to the information that Harrison was going to give to us. So there's the last video that Harrison has also shared again, which you guys will be listening. So he said this is going to be the last video. It's going to be dropping today, and it'll probably drop another one later tonight or possibly tomorrow. So let's listen to that again. So this is the 4th video that Harrison has dropped today. So I'm going to be, playing it out to you.
Composed body. All right. So I flew them to Andrew's house for search. All right. The officers were searching the house, and the whole lot happened. Where they're searching the man's house.
Guys, keep listening. I need to charge my laptop.
They saw some evidence in the house, blood stains on the curtain, and the wall of the house was stained, and so a whole lot. Yeah. Now, on the AC, at the end of the AC, like this one.
So Harrison is trying to show us something, part of what they found in Andrew's house.
So Andrew kept the 2 iPhone, on top of the AC like this. And this was where...
So when they went searching in Andrew's house, just as Harrison was showing us, that at the top of an AC, there were 2 iPhones.
They brought the 2 phones down. So 2 iPhone fell down from the AC. But the submitted one, which I snapped and sent to the victim to identify, I sent to Celine's sister.
So this is one of the iPhone that Harrison said he took a picture of, and he sent it to the sister of the victims to identify if it belongs to their sister or not.
To know if this phone belongs to Celine, and which she said no. But the other
so the first picture of the phone there did not belong to Celine. The sister confirmed that it was not Celine's phone. Remember, it was 2 phones he found.
came from Lagos who ran away from Andrew's house.
So two phones they found.
Said this one particular phone is her own. It's iPhone SR or something.
So you all remember, you can watch, so we don't know. So the second suspect said he did not know who shot Andrew. All he knew was that he heard somebody giving information about a car that they've just informed them that is running away and apparently has body parts in it. So upon him hearing that, he phoned the head of the vigilante because he's a member of the vigilante, and their boss, the head of the vigilante, said, go let the police know because they will affiliate with the police. So he drove on his own bike to go get the police officers that this is the information I have. So he went to the police, brought a police officer back to where they now told him that the car has turned round too. So by the time they arrived to where the car was, they found Harrison has been, not Harrison, what am I saying? That Andrew has been shot in the car. So he was not there. The second suspect did not see anything. He was only acting on hearsay information that he heard somebody else passing to somebody. I hope you get me now, Arab. If you watch this video back, you're able to catch the clips of this video, okay? So we are now on the last section of the update that Harrison dropped.
It's our own, all right. Now,
so you all remember Rachel, one of Andrew's victims who escaped. So the other phone that was found, Harrison said he sent a picture of it, and the girl who came from Lagos to visit Andrew, the one who escaped, said the phone belonged to her.
Those phones that they picked up from the AC, the two phones, one of the officer, this one, stole.
So this one of the two phones they found, this officer here stole one of the phones. You can imagine, Nigerian police stealing evidence. So this particular officer here stole one of the phones that was found when they went to search Andrew's house, and these phones were kept at the top of an AC.
One of the iPhone, and that iPhone has been recovered yesterday.
So they've recovered that other iPhone that the police officer stole. They've recovered it according to Harrison.
And is now with their commander in Abuja. After discovery of the decomposed body, all right, so
is the video finished already? Yeah, I believe that's the end of the video there. So that's all the updates we've had so far from Harrison. So can you guys all hear now that when Harrison was telling us that there's a lot to this information, there's a lot, and there's a lot to it that we don't know. So as it is, this seems to be like some sort of hush or in between job amongst the Nigerian police. With that still being said, while I was watching Ben Samuel was on live, and just before I came on this live, I was on that live, and this corroborated the fact that Andrew drove the car like he told Ben. Exactly, beautiful beginning. Yes, he drove the car. So while I was Mr. Ben's live, Mr. Ben has actually been calling out Harrison. So just before I came live, Mr. Ben said he said, so Mr. Ben is saying now that why is Harrison just dropping these videos? Apparently these videos were not filmed today. So he's calling out Harrison. He's calling out Harrison now. So far, Ben is saying that everything that has came to light was because of him. Was because he came out to share all these things about Andrew, that if he did not come out to share all these things about Andrew, that we wouldn't know that the police have a part to play in this. And I just smile. Because why I smile is because this is not the first time I've heard about Harrison. I've seen other cases that Harrison has solved. So that's one of the things he mentioned there. He said, why is Harrison just dropping these videos now? Why did Harrison not drop these videos when they were filmed? And in my head, when he was asking that question, I feel like I could answer the question. Why? Because Harrison was also investigating. Harrison do not know Andrew from anywhere. Harrison has no information whatsoever about Andrew. So Harrison was brought into this case by the victim's family. So he was also carrying out his own investigation. So for the fact that Harrison was not sharing these videos, maybe Harrison was trying to figure out if Ben was real. I hope you guys are following me. So it's just like when somebody brought a case to you And then when Harrison shared, obviously because Harrison has been talking about these victims for 2 weeks, it was when Ben found out about this information that obviously he reached across to Harrison. So Harrison does not know Ben from anywhere before. So Ben is saying now that, oh, for the 2 weeks that Harrison has been sharing about this story was not gaining gravity, that it was the one who helped this case gain gravity. And that pure hi there, why is Ben just talking now? He should have asked that question to himself. Well, to be honest with you, if we keep asking this question, we're not going to get any answer from Ben. So he's saying now that it was the one who has actually moved this case of this girl. Hi Choice TV, how are you? So he's claiming that he's the one who is actually helping this case get traction. So he's calling out Harrison that why did Harrison not share this video when he recorded the videos? That's one thing that I jot down from his live this evening. He also said that when he said Harrison and Daddy Freeze were trying to set him up, that when Harrison was on Daddy Freeze live show, and he did not realize that Harrison was on Daddy Freeze live show. So apparently Daddy Freeze invited him to join the show, not knowing that Harrison was there. And it was not until after he joined the live that he realized that Rachel was also on that live show. So he said that they ambushed him on that live show. So that was when they asked him that, oh, do you know Rachel? So Ben claims that he doesn't know Rachel. That the first time he saw a video of Rachel, that she was beautifully made up, that there was no way he would have identified if that was Rachel or not. So apparently because people were reading his body language and saying that, oh, when Harrison asked him if he knew Rachel, that he was shaking, according to his word, that people said he was shaking. And he said that the reason why he was not sure if that was a girl he's ever seen before was because the video Andrew sent him was a video of a beautiful girl with nice hair, with nice makeup, as compared to the girl who was on Daddy Freeze live show, who was not wearing makeup, who is traumatized by what happened to her. Hi Uchenna, hello Mom5, new subscriber, and I love what you are doing on your channel already. Thank you so much, Uchenna. I really appreciate that. I'm learning, I'm learning. And I also want you guys to know this. I've got a lot of comments, insulting me as well. But I just want to say that we are all, Diaspora Diva, I just want to let us know that we as human beings, we are allowed our opinions. I'm not going to bash you for having your opinion. Please don't bash me when I share my opinion. I'm not forcing my opinion on anybody. Hi, fun time. Welcome to my channel. We are all allowed our different, we cannot always think in the same way. We cannot all lie the same way in a bed. So we allowed our opinion. Please allow me to talk about my opinion. I'm not forcing that on anybody. What I'm doing here, I'm just bringing information I've heard and let us all discuss about it. We can agree to disagree. We don't necessarily all have to agree. I hope we all understand that. Hi Ghana lady, thank you for coming. The evil men do will always follow them. Gods of Nzema will follow Ben forever. So he's now saying that people were actually bashing him for not being able to identify Rachel when Rachel came on live. And also he claimed that Rachel, according to him, that was how he mentioned. He said that Rachel lied on him, saying Andrew sent him videos of when he was hurting people. Hello Margaret Michael, well done, my Lord is your strength. Thank you so much, Michael. Ben claimed that Rachel, who is a victim of Andrew who escaped, lied on him because Rachel said Andrew told him that he has, and Rachel said Andrew told her that he has a friend who is a blogger. So for the fact that Rachel heard that, and then Ben came on to say he's Andrew's friend and he's a blogger, so that just confirms what Andrew told Rachel. I'm just going to read comments. Adewale, I want to pronounce your name very because I'm a Yoruba girl. Adewale Omibiyi, hi, please forget all that flimsy stuff and focus on the real issue. The question is Nigerian police action on this matter, both past, present to mitigate the future. I know I've always said here that, that if we are to vote for Nigerian police to be disbanded, I would vote that yes, let us disband them because I don't see their use, I don't see their benefits. I don't see their benefits. So it's crazy that you would think that the police that should be protecting our citizens are the ones who are actually maliciously, buying somebody, not fighting crime. They are actually the criminals. They are actually the criminals. And I'm still of the opinion that Ben had a part to play in this, and he's refusing to accept it. I'm a human being. I have my opinions. I have my own thoughts. And people have thrown him several questions that if peradventure one of those videos that Andrew sent him, he watched it and realized that it's a cousin or a distant cousin of his, what would he have done? Would he have not done anything? So, yeah. Mercy Foster said, please, girl, go ahead. Don't allow them distract the good work you are doing. So, like I'm saying there, that I am human, and I don't want to be a situation where I'm going to have to judge anybody. Like I said earlier on this morning, that let's all put the fact aside that there are laws, there are policies, there are organizations, there are law people or crime. Let's put all of that aside. Let's think with our brain now that if that was your next door neighbor in a video that Andrew sent to you, what would you have done? You will have kept quiet, because his response was that he was not obligated to share anything whatsoever Andrew sent to him. Like, guys, judge it. Just judge it. So, and like I said also, it was the one who came out to tell us that Andrew is a psychopath. He says he knows Andrew. And when I was watching his live this evening, he said that he has no inkling. He does not know Andrew to be involved in spare part business, body spare parts business. That tell him that Andrew beats women, he will tell you that yes, 100% he knows Andrew does that. Tell him that Andrew do this, like, when it comes to not liking women, that he will solidly stand and say 100% yes, he knows Andrew that. But when it comes to trading parts, that he does not know that about Andrew. So those were his words. I'm going to quickly read comments. Beautiful Beginning says, can you imagine an officer stealing an evidence? You can imagine only Nigerian police will steal evidence. A lot of impunity going on. Yes, I agree with you. Diaspora Diva said, Ben did not be I don't see him as an accomplice, but I believe he enabled Andrew. He kept enabling Andrew. What if he said, Andrew, these things you're sending me are gross, please stop sending them to me? What if he just said that to Andrew? What if he just said that to Andrew, and then Andrew realized that, oh, okay, this guy, he seems he doesn't know, and then he might stop and he may not stop. Diaspora Diva said, Ben may not be an accomplice, but the fact that he kept mute till now. Exactly. Fun Time said, so where is Blessing, their friend? We don't seem to know where Blessing is now. I mean, nobody has said anything about Blessing. I don't think they know where she is, but it's been alleged that she's in Abuja. Her boyfriend has also run away. Yes, Mercy Foster said, yes, Ben has a lot to answer in this case. Almas Ahmad, Madam, what did you want Mr. Ben to do when Andrew is in police custody and the police is not doing anything for 2 good weeks? At this point, Andrew was still alive. He could have got the UK police involved. He could have got the British High Commissioner in Nigeria involved. Knowing at least then, Andrew was in police custody in Nigeria. Knowing what his friend does. Just because in my own way, the way I'm thinking is that he could have saved Andrew's life with those actions that I'm talking about now. He could have saved his friend's life. Okay, let's just admit that, okay, he does these things or he doesn't know anything about Andrew, but he did not try to save Andrew's friend. That's why I think of it. Everybody, you can all have your opinion. So, like the person who just asked that question, Almas, you said, what did you want Mr. Ben to do when Andrew is in police custody and the police is not doing anything for 2 good weeks? At that point, when he realized that police is not doing anything for 2 good weeks, and he called the police in Nigeria and they told him to pay some money, I felt he should have got the British High Commissioner in Nigeria involved, say that there's a particular UK citizen in police custody. This is what has been happening. This is what has been happening. I have called. I've been told to pay 200,000 naira. Is there a way you could get involved in this case? That way, he's saving Andrew's life. Let me know what you think, if you guys understand where this narrative or this that's just how I've just thought about it now. And Adewale said, note, in every issue of this gravity, everybody is a suspect. I absolutely agree with you. Nigerian police have the power to investigate Ben too. Absolutely. But this time around, it is Ben that is investigating Nigerian police. Trust me. Diaspora Diva said, may we not have useless people as friends. Amen. The prayer is huge. Griffith June said, good day, my dear. Good day, June. How are you? Thanks for joining my channel. Thanks for joining my live. Abu Bakr said, how can married woman leave husband to go to an important place? To the best of my knowledge, that is not the first time that Afiba has been going on business trip away from home and her husband is aware of where she was going. So I can't answer that question. Only obviously Afiba's husband till today is still standing by her, by his wife, that my wife did not go for hookup. Pocket Rocket 22. Thanks for joining my live. You could have let the British authorities know what it was. That exactly. Okay, so you said you were told. So you said the Port Harcourt police arrested Andrew for 2 weeks. He was in custody for 2 weeks, and at the end of the day, it was due to be released. And then you Ben, who is Andrew's friend, you now called the Nigerian police, and they're asking you to pay 200,000 naira. At that instant, you know Andrew is a British. Even if it means that he comes back to UK and they jail him, at least you will have saved his life. You could have called the British High Commission in Nigeria, or even call the British High Commission here in the UK, because see, it's not a matter of being proud or saying that because I'm abroad. Abroad, people like UK citizens, all these things happen in the UK as well. It happens in abroad, but they don't joke with their citizens when they are in trouble. They don't joke. Even if you fight somebody here in the UK and you now run somewhere, if they find out that that person that fight anybody in his home country is in problem somewhere, they would rescue that citizen. And that is why it's so sad that Nigerian government don't care about Nigerians. Griffiths Johnson essay, Nigeria police have been doing all this, many people. So let's try to change the mindset of the people. Absolutely, I agree with you, Johnson. I agree with you. It's high time we change the mindset. We should not continue to live in the way that the Nigerian government or the Nigerian police has, has roboted us or has AI'd us to act when they do things like this. I hope that sentence is sentencing. There's mindset of people too like money, they know they collect salary. Exactly. Obviously all of these things, if they were well paid, there's lots of embezzlement going on in Nigeria government right now. If police were paid the right amount, maybe, just maybe, they will have conscience and do what they've been called to do as a police officer. Griffith Jones said, I find Ben as a complice. Well, you allowed your opinion. I don't want to start talking now before people say, what do you want Mr. Ben to do? What do you want Mr. Ben to do? What do you want Mr. Ben to do? Village Boy said, there's something both Ben and Harrison is hiding from us. If you listen to Ben, I'm going to get there. Village Boy. Tochiko Nelson said, Ben is an accomplice. He is avoiding some questions from the girl, and the girl that escaped has more information to drop. But Ben is trying hard so she will not implicate him. You know what? How I wish that it is not Nigerian police that is doing this investigation. I wish there's an external body that is not easily open to Nigerian police that would come in and investigate this case. So that way they will bring out the whole case of how the Nigerian police were involved in this and what Andrew has been doing, and if Ben has anything to do with this. I wish there's an external body that is the one that is investigating this case and not the Nigerian police. The Diaspora Diva said, let's stop victim shaming because exactly, I've been saying this, that to the best of my knowledge, and I'm still standing by it, I do not believe those girls went for hookup. And we should not blame them because they are not here to speak up for themselves. Don Sinesa said, Nigerian police too like money. Yes, they do. They can do everything to get money. Absolutely. James Cradle, if we want the truth on this matter, let those Benue witnesses be protected from harm. Yes, I said that earlier on from the first update, that they should be protected because they are the ones who got the police involved straight away when they realized that Andrew has been pied. Especially the first guy who was shot in the leg, and the second guy who went to call the police to say, no, there's a car that said he's carrying body. Who was the person that called to give that information that there's a car with a man in it with body parts? Who was the person? Their whereabouts must not be revealed to any police because they will buy them to say that, because apparently they are in police custody, both of them, because they both had chains in their legs. Obiageli, I love that name. Okoronko, Ben calling the British High Commission because Andrew was a wanted man in the UK before his demise. Exactly. So hence why I was like, maybe because he knew that Andrew was wanted, though he's still claiming that when I asked him on his Instagram, he said he was not aware that Andrew was wanted. So maybe he knew that Andrew was wanted, hence why he did not involve the British Commissioner then. We are just assuming here. It is not a fact. Diaspora Diva said, right from the onset, Ben knew his friend was a wanted criminal. I never reported him in the UK. He was visiting his friend. Yes, he admitted to be visiting him in Nigeria. Yes. Beautiful Beginning said, I am sure Harrison has a lot of information that is yet to release to the public. I believe so as well. And I'm going to be touching up on a few things that Mr. Ben said during his live. Obiageli said, sorry, Ben calling the UK government wouldn't have worked because Andrew was a wanted man in the UK. For the fact that he was wanted, do you not think that the police would grab him? Do you not think the police will find a way to, the UK police will not, do you not think that the UK police will find a way to grab him and bring him back? I think the UK police will have tried or attempted to get him back here, knowing where he is because he was declared wanted. Obiageli said, right, okay, so Griffith June said, shame on the Nigerian police. I feel so sorry for this guy. I feel so sorry for them as well. I really do. I really do. Sinead, is that how you pronounce your name? I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it well. Regardless of how much you pay Nigerian police, they will still collect a bribe. Yes, so they have used it to shake way for them. They have used bribe to cost them. They have used bribe to cost for Nigerian police. UB at Godson. Hi, Mama 5. Hi, UB Godson. I have diligently followed this case in as much as I can strongly sense Ben is concealing a lot, but I try to reason with him that maybe he is really afraid of the late Mr. Andrew. Maybe, like, we don't know what kind of friendship they have. We don't know how close they are. Even though you might be close with your friend, but there will still be some sort of vulnerability or some sort of, just maybe. You are right. You are right. UB Godson. You're absolutely right. Knowing what Andrew was capable of, yes. Village Boy said, keep up your hard work, Mom. I started following your channel from Ghana since this missing girl. Thank you so much, Village Boy. I really appreciate your follow. I really appreciate those of you who are here. I appreciate all of you. There's 316 of you watching me. Hats off to you guys, and please like this video. Only 42% has liked. I need another 200 of you to like this video. Okay, so like I was saying earlier on, that we are all allowed our opinions. None of us is involved directly in this case. None of us is seeing any facts or evidence firsthand. So whatever that you see me comment here is a commentary, is my own opinion, and everyone and each and every one of you watching or watching later, you are allowed your opinion, and I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to criticize you for it, But this move that Ben is making, I believe it's a good move to call out all of these shenanigans that Nigerian police. It just has to start from somewhere. But my fear at the beginning was that, how is Ben going to do it on his own? How? He's safe where he is right now in the UK, that he's able to call out the Nigerian police, obviously with whatever. We don't have all the evidences that Andrew shared with him, because he still keeps saying to us that he's just dropping evidences. So with that being said, Uchena said, let's not forget that Ben may be afraid of Andrew Loki should he report to the police and later released. He did mention that you want me to release all this information and they should buy him. So yeah, with that being said, so I'm just reading up the notes I made from watching Mr. Ben's live before I came on here. So now, like I said, where I stopped earlier on was that Mr. Ben claimed that Rachel lied on him, saying Andrew sent him videos of her. I don't think Rachel ever said that Andrew was sending him videos of him doing something nasty to the girls. I don't think Rachel said that. Rachel just said that Andrew told me that he has a friend who is a blogger. So I'm going to go back and watch that video. I don't think Rachel said that he was sending him videos of how he was abusing or molesting the girls. I don't think Rachel said anything like that. So just like I said earlier on, that Ben said he has no clue, he knows nothing, that nobody can, he doesn't know if Andrew does body harvest, body whatever. That if you ask him anything else when it comes to beating women, doing this with women, this is that yes, he knows that for sure, that Andrew does it. But organ harvesting, that no, he doesn't know Andrew to do that. So it's his word. And he also he's also claiming, so now Mr. Ben is actually calling out Harrison. He said Harrison was carrying conspiracies fed to him by the Nigerian police that Andrew was an organ trafficker. He says that Harrison has tarnished his own reputation and career. I remember that Harrison was on a live show when his lawyer phoned and his lawyer said it's not looking good. What does Ben mean by Harrison's lawyer saying it's not looking good? And can Harrison's lawyer come out and expatiate on what he meant when he said on the phone, on the live show with Harrison, that it was not looking good? Because Ben is claiming that it was after that conversation on the live show with Harrison's lawyer that Harrison went on to go file a petition to the Abuja police headquarters. So all of these things, So Ben is claiming that Harrison has obviously been carrying out investigation. He has not yet written a petition or whatever. That it was not until after Harrison's lawyer called on that live show to say it's not looking good. So what is the understanding of Mr. Ben on what Harrison's lawyer said? Like, it was not looking good. What is not looking good? What is he referring to as not looking good? It's something Harrison's lawyer could come out and clarify to us. What does he mean, or what he meant when he said to Harrison on the live show that it's not looking good? Because Mr. Ben is claiming now that it wasn't until after that live show on Harrison's page, and when he had not looking good, that Harrison went on to go submit a petition. And if you've not read that petition is on my YouTube community page. I've posted the petition there, the date Harrison submitted it, and his findings and his recommendation. I'm going to read comments. Village Boy said, she said it. What did Rachel said, Village Boy? I knew she said Andrew told her that he has a friend who is a blogger that he's going to send all these things to. So I hope that's what you're saying. Ghana lady said, Rachel said Andrew has one particular guy that he has been sending. All right, okay. So Rachel was now asking Ben if he was that guy. Yeah, I remember. Thanks, guys, for jostling my memory. And Josie said, Rachel said Andrew was taking nude videos of her. I was sending to someone. So when Ben shared some videos that Andrew took, she was shocked and questioned Ben about it. You are right, Josie. You are right. Pauline Osage. Hi, Pauline. Ben knows so much about Andrew. Why was Andrew sending step-by-step information about the girls? Ben knows so much about Andrew. Best of the feather flocks together. You allowed your opinion. The Aspera Diva said Rachel actually asked Ben if it was the one Andrew was sending stuff to. I remember that, yes. Margaret Michael said, yes, exactly, Mom of 5. That's what she said. Great, thank you guys for double checking that with me, because we don't want to be running on a false narrative here. Doris David said, not a matter of pay, just a matter of greed that extends into corrupt mindset combined with heartlessness, period. Bam, that's fact, Doris. Yes. That's how psychopaths behave. Okay. And Village Boy said Ben confirmed he received her videos. Right, yeah. So we are all on the same book now. So like I said, Ben is now calling out Harrison, saying that Harrison was carrying conspiracies fed to him by the police. But then Harrison is not an investigator. Harrison is not a police. He's just a human rights activist. So he's only going by the information he was given. But then also he's also carrying out his own investigations. So I don't understand why Mr. Ben is now, throwing shades at Harrison. So he also said that Harrison is creating a fake reputation. Is that his reputation is in question now, that his career is in question now, and he's also calling Harrison's lawyer, saying that he needs to find a way to rebuild Harrison's career again. So I think in this case, Harrison really needs to come out, because this is a huge, huge, I don't know what to call it, that Harrison needs to come out and talk about. Harrison and his lawyer needs to come out and talk about. And then, according to Ben's word, he said he is blasting Harrison now, that what did Harrison did for him to have been jailed for 5 years. Ben said, Harrison, why did they jail you for 5 years? Come out and tell the public. It's all over the social media, Mr. Ben. And because he mentioned that, I have to go and Google myself, because I knew Harrison was saying that he was jailed for what he did not do. So now I've opened a Google page. Let me read what is there that was said that Harrison did. Let me quickly read comments. Like and share this video, guys. So June said, just imagine someone got away from kidnapped and going to the police to make a report, and the police are asking her for. Exactly, it's shocking. It's shocking and disgraceful. So now let's read the story of what happened to, how Harrison was jailed for 5 years. So this information is on Inlander Ikeji's blog. and it was dated 2021, and the title that human rights activist Harassing Gwamishu breaks down in tears as he celebrates 5th anniversary of being acquitted by the court after he was wrongly imprisoned for 4. So he was only in prison for 4 years. So now let's find out why. Diaspora Diva, I see your comment there. You said you asked Harrison asked Skeleton in his cupboard too. I know people that know him very well. Really? Right. Diaspora Diva, you need to come and DM me in my on my Instagram. Come and give me tea. I want tea. So let's read what he was arrested for. So human rights activist Harassing Gwamishu is a happy man today, November 30, as he celebrates the 5th anniversary of being acquitted by the court after he was wrongfully imprisoned for 4 years. Harassing, who is the only surviving child of his parents, was arrested in June 2011 by his former boss, who falsely accused him of robbery. He was arraigned in court for conspiracy, unlawful possession of firearms, and armed robbery. In court, that was the charge for Harrison's being imprisoned. He was moved from Ogwashi Uku Prison, SARS office Ikeja, a division Asaba, State CID Asaba, and Ikoyi, so he was apparently moved around. On November 30, 2015, he was discharged and acquitted after the court called for the complainant to come forward with evidence and none was provided. So obviously, the person who charged him to court for those crimes was not able to provide evidence of what he was accused of. So, Mr. Ben, that's the story on the internet there. I don't know of anything else that Harrison has been involved in the past. How I got to know him was based on this story that he was in prison for 5 years. I don't know of any other things other than this story of him being in prison. All I've constantly seen on his social media platform is him helping people seek for justice, like, standing in places for people. They need a lawyer, they need a representation, they need something. That's what I've seen him doing. So I don't understand now why Harrison ended up in prison has got to do with why Ben is calling him out anyway. So they said at 11:45 a.m. 11th 2015, the wardens unlocked the leg chain, led me into the dock. Justice Mabel Omovi, I Court 5 Judge Asaba, requested for my case file. She has the female state counsel. Where is the complainant? My accusers couldn't come forward to prove their case. While I was in the dock, the judge went through my case file and started writing for almost 30 minutes, and I was still standing in the dock. The dock is a place in the courtroom which is set aside for defendants and marks them out from other participants in the trial. After she was done writing, she read all she wrote and ruled in my favor. So the judge ruled in Harrison's favor. Harrison Gwamishu, in quote, is hereby discharged at that moment. The wardens have no power over me. I walked out of the dock a free man. What would have been said of me if I was convicted of another man's crime? So according to your video is being flagged. How am I being flagged? Let me know. What did you notice? What did you notice, Diaspora Diva? How am I being flagged? Can you hear me? You said my video is being flagged. I can't notice anything here, but let me know. Why am I being flagged? So that was what Harrison did in prison for him to have been, so according to Mr. Ben, he said, I really want to know why Diaspora, you said my video is being flagged. How do you know my video is being flagged? Can you hear me? Not flagged. I can hear you. You can hear me. So Diaspora Diva, how do you know that my video is being flagged? You said my video is being flagged. Anyway, so that was what Harrison did, and he was a free man. So I don't understand Mr. Ben saying that Harrison went to jail, that he should come out and tell the public what he did that led him to go into jail. And also Mr. Ben has also questioned why was GoFundMe raised for Harrison. That what did Harrison need GoFundMe for? Is it the one who's meant to pay for gloves or the things that they needed to go and pick the dead? But it was just, I just feel that Mr. Ben is now starting to pull up Harrison as well. And like I said that but there was a break in transmission. Maybe it's network. See, all of my kids, they are all on the internet, the broadband. So obviously they are all on, so the load will be a bit kind of in a way. So Obiageli said Harrison has no skeleton in his cupboard. A lot of guys are in prison for nothing they knew nothing about. Therefore, he should not be judged because of the imprisonment. Exactly, you know what? He was in prison for 5 years. Can you imagine, for a crime he did not commit? And the people who actually led him to being arrested, they were not able to bring out evidences, even though they asked them to bring evidence. So I don't understand why it's now a case of Harrison. No, so he's shifting. He once said Adetong was cloud chasing because Adetong told him to stop talking about. I don't believe Adetong told Mr. Ben to stop talking about this Ben's case, this Andrew's case. I don't believe it. Me, once I finish this live, I'm going to go and DM Adetong that Auntie Ewa, come here. Ben said you told him to stop talking about Andrew's case. Because it was true Adetong that I found out about this case. It was true Adetong's video on YouTube, on Facebook, that I found out that 2 people were missing. So he came out this evening to say that just Adetong told him to stop talking about this case, that since that last week, a week and a half ago that they were on live, that he has not spoken to just Adetong. So I don't know what's going on. So Sinead said Ben was just concerned about Andrew's safety, not about the ladies in Andrew's custody. Otherwise, he would have acted faster. You know, like I said, I believe there are so many chances he could have done, and I've been saying this since I've been doing this commentary on this case, that if he really wanted to save Andrew's life, he would have tried his best. He will have tried his best. At least if Andrew's alive today, it will have been, no matter what, the police will have questioned him. At least, even after the end of the day, if they release him and take him to another place, he will have been able to show face for his friend and say, you know what, accuse my friend of anything else, but this particular one that you're accusing him of, that's not what he does. And as it is now, Harrison keeps saying that these girls have still not been found. And also, just like I was saying before, I went away from what I was saying. So Mr. Ben said that what was the purpose of the GoFundMe that was raised for Harrison? Mind you guys, Harrison is a human rights activist. He is spending his own money. I don't know if there's anybody funding Harrison's human rights activist business, but this guy is spending his own money. The family of these 2 girls wouldn't have contacted him to get involved in the case if they did not think, or if they did not trust him to bring stuff out. Because as Harrison started, before he gave this evidence, he said Celine and Afiba's family contacted him. So him now saying that what did Harrison need the GoFundMe for? He has to transport himself. He said, does he need GoFundMe to buy gloves? Is he going to be the one to pay for autopsy? Is he going to be the one to do this? Is he going to do like, Mr. Ben, how is that your bloody business? This guy is transporting. Is risking his own safety, his own life on roads, sourcing for justice for people who are not even his friend, talk more family. And here you are saying that what was the GoFundMe for? What did he need? Why were they GoFunding for him? And I want to believe that Harrison is going to be very, very accountable for whatever source of fund he received. And I'm going to go under his comment section and say, Mr. Harrison, yes, a GoFundMe was raised. We need accountability, because I don't believe that he spent this money to look fine, or he spent this money to buy himself a new shoe. Alright guys, let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. I don't want to dwell on this live for too long. It's almost an hour. Like you guys, I told you guys can support my channel. Me, I'm not asking for GoFundMe. Just buy me a coffee, give me a super chat. Under the comment section where you type your comment, there's a sign that says $sign. You can support my channel from there. So I'm going to read comments and then we can call it a day. And if anything else comes up, I'll be back again. So the digital defense headquarters, Ben is trying to put attention on Harrison because people have started to ask the right questions about him. Okay, Diaspora Diva said Ben should just submit himself for investigation. All is cho is not making sense anymore. You know what? I'm still maintaining that if the Nigerian police invited him over to Nigeria, he should not go, because I can tell you he's going to be risking his life if he goes. for the fact that the police will, it was going to be a target for the Nigerian police for the fact that, oh, because we buy your friend now, you want the world to come and put eyes on us. That alone has set him as a target to the Nigerian police. So, in my own opinion, I would not advise him to go. I would not. Let him be here because he said he's communicating with IGP, he's doing all of this. So, let him remain here and do all the investigation with them. And even here in the UK, people have already started, sending a message that we know where you live in Milton Keynes. They said they know where he lives in Milton Keynes. So at this point, I really think he should start actually considering his own safety. In as much as he's trying to get justice for Andrew, there are people out there, Nigerians, Ghanaians, who are also trying to get justice for these two girls who are yet to be found. So it's not all about Andrew. It's about, obviously, he wants to get justice for his friend, who he believes that the police set up and spied. But then at the same time, there's been evidence, there's things we've seen that shows that these girls met with Andrew. And he said that, yes, Andrew sent him a video saying that these girls are sleeping peacefully in his bed. And I guess that was why he was mad with Adetoun, because he said when the video that he shared with the girls in the room, it was a video that Andrew sent to him saying that the girls were sleeping peacefully. But Adetoun run with the narrative that the girls are spied. That how can you look girls like, so I think that's the beef he's got with just Adetoun. Tarila Brisbane said, why is this Mr. Ben Samuel now angry with Harrison? Exactly. I don't know why he's now shifting blame, saying that Harrison his career has been tarnished now, that he was riding on narratives given to him by the police. But like I said, Harrison has been visiting the police to find out what's been going on. So it is what he was told. And I think at some point when he got to a point, and Harrison knew that what the police were saying to him was not the right way, because in one of his posts he said there's a lot that the police have had a hand in this case. Harrison said it, that there's a lot involving the police in this case, and that you guys will be surprised at how things are going. So I don't think Harrison was covering the Nigerian police in this regard. He was obviously investigating the Nigerian police, investigating the case of Andrew and these girls, and he was also, carrying out his own evidence. He was collecting his own evidences as well. So Mr. Ben now coming out to say Harrison was riding on, he was feeding the public the lies that the Nigerian police were feeding him. At some point, he alleged that Harrison is being used by the police. And I was like, a person that suffered police violence, police brutality, was jailed for 5 years for the crime he did not commit. Why would you want to pile up with the Nigerian police, knowing what they are capable of as well? You know what? Justice said, I believe the same corrupt system in Nigeria that led him to his 4 years exactly in jail for something he didn't do. Let's thank God for using what the enemy meant for evil and turning it for good. Absolutely, Justice, you are right. Obiangeli said, Harrison is actually doing a great job as regards the disappearance. See, I don't think I've ever seen any Nigerian human rights activist that has done a quarter of what Harrison is doing. Mr. Ben said, at the end of the day, he's going to be our superhero, that we will endorse him to be given an award. I don't see him as someone who should be. I don't see him as someone I want to endorse for an award, because you are in the country that protects you. Harrison is doing this case in a country that doesn't protect anybody. Anything could happen to Harrison tomorrow, or even this night. But you, Mr. Ben, you are in a country where you are protected. But then still, Harrison is still going out, sticking his neck out there, doing all of these things. Achito life in the woods. The real culprits are currently laughing at what is going on because the distraction from Ben is needless. No wonder the police has been quiet and enjoying the gallery. Exactly, yeah. You know what? I felt that the police thought this case was going to die down, hence why they've not spoken. And you know what? Like, there's been so many atrocities. To be honest with you, as a Nigerian, I'm telling you, Nigerian police are not 100% trustworthy. There's been lots of atrocities that the Nigerian police has committed. Innocent, like killing, like buying innocent people over a mere bribery. You see a video of them on most times trying to get a driver because of 20 naira or whatever. Like, it's just, Nigerian police is messed up. I have to admit, yeah, I'm a Nigerian. I'm not happy saying this, but it's the reality. I have to accept with you. Paul Osage said UK police should investigate Ben. Well, like I said, Ben said he's already gone to the Milton Keynes police to submit a report. So we don't know if the UK police are going to, if they're going to make that open or not. We don't know. Niyi Ekpega. Hello, Mr. Niyi Ekpega. It is so sad to blame Ben for videos of Andrew. This is the height of stupidity. The main issue of whereabouts of the lost two girls, not blame game. Nobody is putting a blame game here, but you know what? Go and follow this video. Go and follow this narrative, this stories from the beginning. And I want to ask you, Mr. Niyi, if God forbid, if you have someone like Andrew as a friend, and he was sending you videos of him molesting, maltreating women, and you know him as your friend that is a psychopath, and then he sends you a video of two ladies who maybe a few days later they were reported to be missing. As a friend to somebody like that, what would you do? Because as it is, it seems like it was Andrew that saw the two girls last. So even here in the UK, if they're going to investigate, they will hold whoever saw the girls last as a prime suspect, that you were the one that saw them last. And from all the things that Harrison has shared with us, that they were bloodstained on the wall, there were bags. One of the girls that escaped him, her phone was found in Andrew's house. You know, just like I said, Mr. Ben said he's going to be releasing more stuff. So yeah, let him release more stuff. Whatever he releases is either going to make or break the case that is building. Was Andrew being pied by the police justified? No, because at the end of the day, him being pied now is not able to tell us the whereabouts of the girls. Ben is saying that the Nigerian police know about the disappearance of these two girls. So yeah, with the way it is, everybody is seeking for the truth, and at some point we are going to get there. One way or the other, we are going to get there, regardless of who is passing out the information. And like I said, I still believe that Andrew has a part. I mean, Mr. Ben has a fair share of his own, shielding as well. So that's just my opinion. I'm not forcing it on anybody. It's just my opinion. Uchenna said Ben is jealous of harassing. Honestly, I was watching him this afternoon. I was just like, no. When he started talking about harassing, I was like, no. Like, don't do this. Don't do this. Both of you were working well. For Harrison to have decided to go his own way and do this investigation, we don't know what he saw. We don't know what he uncovered. Josie Ben said in one of his videos that he told Andrew to transfer his money into another account when Andrew told him the police were asking for money. That is a red flag. Also, when Andrew sent a message to Ben to say that he was running, when Andrew said to Ben that he was being transferred from Abia to Abuja, Ben said he advised Andrew to go with them and he should notify his lawyer. So who was the lawyer that was dealing with Andrew's case in Nigeria? Nobody said anything about that, because I remember Ben saying it. Who was the lawyer representing Andrew? What does that lawyer has as a case file on Andrew? Because I don't think there's been any more narrative in regards to that aspect, because it said call your lawyer, go with the police, call your lawyer. So who was the lawyer, or who was the legal team or the legal organization representing Andrew in Nigeria? Marianne Anigbo said, please, I didn't see what Ben did that people should be blaming him. The lady that escaped from Andrew reported to the necessary authorities. What did they do? Nothing. What magic will Ben do? Well, you are allowed your opinion just as I'm allowed mine. There are lots, like we can all be here from now till next tomorrow. We will still be asking the same question and over and over and over and over and over and over again. But one thing I want us to know is that Nigerian police are corrupt. Nigerian police is rotten. And I'm saying it here that if there's ever a bill or if there's ever a policy to say, choose, keep Nigerian police or disband them, I would say disband them, because they are useless, they are not useful. And Margaret Michael said, thank you, Mom of 5, for saying the truth. May God Almighty continue to protect and guide you, no weapon fashioned against. Amen, amen. And those of you who are watching me, no weapon fashioned against any of you shall prosper in the mighty name of Jesus. Andrew had no lawyer. Okay, that was from Christine. Okay, June said, I hear he said about lawyer and he must transfer all his money. Yeah, I heard that as well. It was like, go with them, call your lawyer, don't run. Transfer all your money into another account and go back to them. Don't run. So those were his words to Andrew. But like I said, there was we don't have a clear picture of how it led to him, because how can somebody, the Nigerian police are claiming, they claim that Andrew's car stopped working and they had to bring Andrew to the front to come and start the car with his fingerprints, to come and start the engine with his face. And Afiba's husband has said, no, the kind of make of that car that Andrew has does not have those features. So the Nigerian police has to be transparent with us as to what happened exactly, what led to the death of Andrew, which I understand that is what Ben is clamoring for. Our Nigerian police has a lot to say in this as well. And according to Harrison's come up to tell us that Andrew was not walking alone. Harrison said Andrew was not walking alone. And from the beginning, how did Andrew get to meet this girl? This is me just rounding up. That how did Andrew meet these girls? He's been friends with them, he sweet talks them, he makes them feel comfortable, and then invites them over. And obviously, whatever girl that was chatting with him, hearing a British accent, looking out, he's a dapper man, he's nicely dressed, he wears designer outfits, and he says he's got a mansion. He sweet talks them, and what girl would have a second thought about not going to see such man she's been chatting with online for a while, So yeah, Almas said people should stop blaming Ben so that he will keep dropping the fact it is through him. Yeah, I'm not blaming. I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming him. So from henceforth, from now on, whatever information as released by Harrison, whatever information as released by Ben, whatever information as released by the police is what I'll be coming back to dissect. If there's if nothing's been released, I'll be moving on to talking to something else. I don't know anything else to talk about now, but if there's anything else that catches my fancy, I'm going to be talking about it, and that still won't stop me from doing the content on my YouTube channel. So yeah, we can keep putting the blame. It's not going to turn the back of the clock. It's not going to turn the back of time, or it's not going to change the clock now. But yes, as long as we keep talking about it, it's a will for change. It's a will that we keep rolling till change occurs. I hope that makes sense. Saeed Olamilekon said, Mr. Ben said in his last live that Andrew asked someone to reach him, and the person did by chatting Mr. Ben. Who is this person? To be honest, I don't know. And as it is, Mr. Ben is not. If you ask him any question, he sends you to your generation. If you ask Ben any question now, he just sends you home to your ancestors. That's what he's doing now. So he's not answering any question. So guys, I'm going to call it a day. I just want to say thank you to every one of you. I'm still expecting my super chat. Please like and share my video. Subscribe if there's anything you fancy. There are lots of other content on my YouTube channel. You are happy to subscribe to my channel. And also, like I said, I'm going to be bringing any updates that is being shared. I'm going to be bringing it here with you guys. I'm actually enjoying doing this live more. And I'm going to be coming here to discuss it with you. We can all rub minds. A change has to happen. And obviously, with Nigerian police being exposed now, there's nobody in Nigeria that will be able to do it solely the way Mr. Ben is doing it now. And that's a part of the will of change. Yes, he said he knows that what Andrew did, like the way he treats women, it's not the right way to go about dealing with women. But then he's claiming that why did the police spy him? That there's something deeper that we don't know yet as to why the police spied him. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. This is where I'm gonna pull out the plug. I shall see you all again once I hear or read anything online. And you all should have a lovely evening or night, wherever you are. And I hope to see you all soon again. Thank you so much, and do have a lovely time and day wherever you are. All right. Bye, guys. Bye. If I come,